Well, welcome back to the channel. Nice video about the perils of owning an old diesel farm truck. Power steering went out on Friday morning, and if you know anything about 7.3s, power steering pump also controls your hydro boost, provides the pressure, and to boil it down, that's your brakes. And so let's just say, I mean, it's a blessing, because I've been hearing the power steering pump whine last about a week or so, and I kind of thought I was having an oil leak down here, but yeah, it was power steering fluid. So turns out that, I'll show you here. I already got started. I pulled the intercooler for the turbo off and took out the battery housing, and some of the lines here. But it turns out the pressure line from here to the hydro boost, this seal, if you know anything about a hydraulic seal, if you can do this to your seal, see if I can get it off. If you can do this to your seal, that means that seal has failed you. So I'm gonna take her out and go to the auto parts store. Of course, it's a Sunday afternoon and it's raining, but that's what it takes sometimes with an old truck. But you know, at the end of the day, you gotta weigh the costs. You know, it's an old truck, yes, but the greatest thing is at the end of the month or the beginning of the month or at any day in the month, I don't owe the bank nothing. So it's just kind of what you take. It's a give and take. It's an older truck, but hey, I own it. Don't owe anybody nothing for it. And sometimes you gotta do a little PM, a little maintenance when things break. But all in all, these old diesels are surprisingly simple if you understand how a diesel functions. And the biggest thing is just getting to parts. I mean, it's a big boy. This is a bus engine, for goodness sake. So, but I'll put you on the time lapse. I'll take this line the rest of the way out, and we'll head to the store and we'll come back and put her in, fill up the pump, and Lord willing, the pump's not bad. If it is, I went ahead and bought a pump and a pulley puller for it, and I can just return it if it's not. But I got those on Friday, but here we are. So let's see what we can do. All right, well, we got the new part. We got some ATF fluid, fill her back up, and Lord willing, our fingers crossed here, the pump is not destroyed. So let's put this new line back in and see what happens. got everything put back together. I've temporarily got the battery set up. I'll put the locking mechanism on it after. But now it's a moment of truth. Let's find out if this pump's trash or not. I'm gonna fire it up, let it run a little bit, and see what happens. All right, so YouTube mechanic here. Turns out the way you bleed this is it'll bark and growl at you while you're doing it, but you gotta rev the engine and keep turning the wheel to one side all the way to the other while you're pumping the brakes, because it's all intertwined with the hydro boost of the brakes and the power steering pump for the steering, obviously. So let's see what happens if I do that. Maybe that'll help. There's still hope for the pump. Well, this old truck is gonna live another day. Got her back online. The bleeding process is surprisingly very loud, I guess is the way to put it. But essentially you have to get all that air back out of the system. The only way to do it is pump your brakes, rev your engine, and go stop to stop. The only thing that would have made it easier is if I jacked it up. The one guy recommended, if it's really hard, jack it up so you have no resistance on the ground. But it worked. I mean, hey, truck lives another day. Get her back online, and should be good to go. But yeah, just another kind of day in the life here. I mean, you never know what you're going to come into, and that's I think the biggest thing is with the homestead and with, you know, self-reliant, self-sufficient living, is if you want to get more to that side of things, you have to be able to know how to work on stuff, know how to work on your vehicles, your equipment, you know, be able to fix things by yourself and not rely on other folks to do it, because it saves you money, saves you time, and it'll get you back on the road and get you back online a lot quicker. So just a little snippet there, but thanks for watching, and I hope you guys really have a blessed day.